A missile strike on the Russian city of Belgorod near the Ukraine border on Thursday killed 5 people, including a child, and injured 18 others, a Russian official said, in what appeared to be the latest exchange of long-range missile and rocket fire between the two countries. Hours earlier, Russia fired cruise and ballistic missiles at a broad area of Ukraine, hitting multiple regions after a midnight strike in Ukraine's northeast killed 4 people in an apartment building, authorities said. 5 of the 18 people injured in Belgorod were children, regional governor Vyacheslav Gladkov said on Telegram. A shopping center and a school stadium were hit in the Belgorod attack, according to Roman Starovoyt, the governor of Russia's Kursk region, which is next to Belgorod. There are many casualties, dead and wounded, he said on Telegram. Russia's Ministry of Defense said air defense systems destroyed 14 missiles over the Belgorod region that were launched by Ukraine using RM-70 Vampire multiple launch rocket system. Belgorod city, 25 miles north of the Ukrainian border, has been a regular target of Ukrainian fire, putting its residents on edge. Dozens of people were killed and injured in an attack there over Russia's New Year holiday weekend. Those assaults have undermined President Vladimir Putin's attempts to reassure Russians that life in the country is largely going on as normal. In Ukraine, 5 people were injured in the nighttime attack on the city of Chuhiv in the Kharkiv border region, regional governor Ola Sinihubov said. Hours later, missiles targeted the capital Kyiv, the southern Zaporizhia region, and Lviv in western Ukraine, among other places. The Ukrainian Air Force said it intercepted 13 of the 26 missiles fired across the country. Frequent Russian long-range bombardments are occurring as the almost 2-year war has become bogged down in mostly trench and artillery warfare, which is destructive but is not bringing much change to the 150-kilometer 930-mile front line. Thursday's barrage was notable for the geographic spread of its targets and the wide variety of missiles deployed by the Kremlin's forces. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky says that one of his priorities is improving Ukraine's air defense systems. He is due in France on Friday to sign a bilateral security agreement as part of his efforts to ensure continuing Western military support. Zelensky's office announced he would also travel Friday to Berlin for talks with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. On Saturday, Zelensky will give a speech at the annual Munich Security Conference in Germany. He also is to hold bilateral meetings there with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and some European leaders, as well as heads of major corporations. The Russian missiles used on Thursday included Iskander ballistic missiles, Caliber cruise missiles, guided aviation missiles, and adapted S-300 aircraft missiles. Ukraine has also struck targets in Russian territory deep behind the front line. A fire broke out at an oil depot in Russia's Kursk region after an attack by a Ukrainian drone, Governor Roman Starovoyt said Thursday. There were no casualties, he said. The Russian bombardment came a day after Ukraine's military said it used high-tech naval drones to sink a Russian Navy ship in the Black Sea in what would be a significant success for Ukraine 10 days before the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion on February 24, 2022. The Thursday morning barrage injured 4 people in the southern Zaporizhia region, where public infrastructure was hit, officials said. Explosions were also heard in Kyiv. In Lviv, 2 schools, a kindergarten, and 18 residential buildings were damaged, injuring 3 people, Mayor Andriy Sadovyi said. In response to the long-range attacks, neighboring Poland's army said it has taken steps to ensure the safety of the country's airspace. All necessary procedures to ensure the safety of Polish airspace have been launched. We warn that Polish and allied aircraft have been activated, which may result in increased noise levels, especially in the southeastern part of the country, the Army's operational command said in a statement.